Hello dear friends, I make this short first review of the Thomann guitar just because a few of my friends requested to do it. I got the guitar less than 2 weeks ago, so I didn't really have time to play into it. And I also promised to do it this weekend, and I'm afraid I'm losing the daylight already, so I want to do it faster. I made a commitment that I will, certain commitment to myself, that I will try to elaborate a couple of arrangements in classical maybe and then jazzy style to show what this guitar can do. The reason is actually that why my friends asked about it, a few friends musicians and also a few friends from jazz guitar website, because this guitar is not really well represented in the internet. You can find a few videos, you can find a few written reviews, but these videos they don't really show what the guitar can do. I don't say that I will show it, but I will try to play at least in different positions and to show the sound, and also to speak about certain things that maybe you do not see in the specification and in the reviews. First of all, the name of the guitar is 8-string Thomann Classical Fusion. Basically, I don't know why it's called fusion, because actually it's quite traditional classical guitar. It has solid spruce top. You can read it all in the specification. I wouldn't go into details, but you should keep in mind that solid spruce top, it takes quite a long time to really open up. So you never know what's going to happen in 6 months, in 1 year, but I can already tell you that it sounds quite well. I play without nails, it's important. I have very short nails, sometimes I use them, I will try to show you. Sorry. Now they're too short. All this without nails. Step by step. The guitar is made very nice. There are no faults. It doesn't look expensive, but it shouldn't look expensive. It's cheap, and there are no flaws, nothing. It's very nice. And what is very important is that the setup is very good from the factory. It can be a bit lower from my feeling here, just a little bit. And here maybe a little bit too, but I think here it's already something like 2.7 millimeters. It's quite low, it's quite good. I think I'm speaking about this side. This side I think lower. So it's very well for factory made guitar. The one behind my back, 7-string Cremona, it's an old guitar. I bought it also recently, but it's an old guitar, and it was set up very well. And it's much smoother, of course, but if you compare it with other guitars that I show in the store, it's perfect. You can take it out and play. So I don't do any setup so far. I will do it in 6, 7, 8 months maybe, because you don't know how the guitar will behave, what's going to happen. So far, everything is fine. Frets from both sides, it's very even very straight. It tunes very well, so no questions. The tuners, cheap tuners, but they work so far very fine. I don't see the reason to change them if they work. They hold well, they tune well. The bridge, it looks a bit clumsy. It's quite big. It's not. It doesn't look like standard classical guitar bridges. It's a bit closer. By the look closer to acoustic. Also, I don't know, there is some cover, I don't know, but it doesn't matter, okay. keep in mind that the holes in the 7th and 8th strings are quite small. I will explain. This is the thing that they don't mention on the website, that these strings are tuned in D and C. It was detuned, but I could figure it out. They said, well, this pitch, they weren't detuned completely. And in one review, I saw somebody mentioned that these 3 strings were the same gauge. Well, in my case, they were not. They were really different gauges. And actually, the strings were also quite nice. It was quite good classical guitar set. So no complaints about it. The only thing, I have changed it because I play without nails and I wanted it to be carbon. And I put Knoblauch here. And I wanted a different tuning. I didn't want D and C. I wanted B and F sharp to try, or at least B and G, or C and G. So I wanted something like, not diatonic basis, but quartal or third relationship between strings. And I dropped those strings that were here, and they actually sounded quite nice, but they were still too floppy. Then I got the Savaras additional classical guitar strings, and I put them according to the pitch. So B, and here I put G, and I dropped it half step. And they were really thick, especially 8th. It was too inflexible. I waited for 1-2 days. I did it quite quickly. And then I swapped again. I put here C and dropped it to B. And here I put A and dropped it to F sharp. That's better. But I will keep it like this so far. And maybe then I will try other combination because I want to have some flexibility. We should understand that it's very low. The scale is standard 65 centimeters. So it's quite difficult to make it flexible enough and sounding enough and so on. But maybe it's possible to find a way. There are lots of different strings now. I want to do it because I like how it works all together. I like how it works on this guitar. Then, and keep in mind the holes. Yeah, you will have to increase it. I did it a little bit with a metal string. It's possible. It's not much that you need to increase. On tuners, luckily, it's okay. Then, what else? The fretboard. It's made, you know, it's like 64 millimeters. I think you can find it on the website. So keep in mind, it's just like classical guitar with 2 additional strings. The spacings are the same. For some people it's good, for some not, because it becomes very wide or broad. I don't know which word in English is better in this case. Wider. So it's one thing, but the other thing is, for example, you see behind my back is the 7th string Cremona. It's different guitar, I don't compare it, totally different. But the neck there, it's narrower, the spacing are more narrow than on 6th string guitar. They're a little bit narrow, so I don't feel the difference, at least myself. I know that on 7th and 8th string rock guitars, like the heavy metal players use, they have much narrow spacing. I couldn't play. I tried once, I couldn't play it. But in this case, it's not like that. So 8 strings, I also know that classical 8 strings, higher end, they do spacing a bit more narrow to make it easier to play. Here it's just the same, so keep it in mind. Just the same as in standard guitar, just bigger. That's it. So it will be quite big. Then the neck profile is also important because yeah, you have to fret like this. Normally I play Baroque lute, and you have to fret 7th, 8th, sometimes 9th chords. And this is why Baroque lute is made like with very, very thin profile. It's rounded. Here it goes a little bit like, you know, here it's rounded, then a bit flat and rounded again. And also the fretboard is rounded. So it makes it easier to thread it here without much tension here. In this case, they don't do it, but I don't expect them to do everything. I understand they need to reinforce it in the simplest way, so it is reinforced. And for me, it's not a problem, but I adapt easy. Some people, it's difficult, different physical conditions, I think, I don't know. I adapt easily to scale, to different neck profile. Some people cannot do it. So keep it in mind. It can be thick for you, it can be painful for you. So, but yeah, you cannot do anything about it. You just have to try. I just want to warn you, it's quite big. So, what else regarding the guitar itself? I just want to see the specification from the website. Maybe I will miss something. No, nothing else. So it's very smooth, very. It's a bit heavy. The neck especially heavy. But again, for me, not critical. I don't feel any serious inconvenience. But I have experience of playing on loose, yeah, so yeah, I'm used to that to a certain degree for this technique. Because when you play this, you go deep with your hand. You don't do like this. And for this, you need to have it comfortable here, between your thumb and your other fingers and your palm. Okay. I will try to play a little bit, just to demonstrate the range that it has, the dynamics, and how it sounds in different registers, and that's it. A little bit something jazzy that I have in my mind, but I cannot really play it, I think. D. No, C. Okay. I just wanted to say a few words about other tunings, actually. You can try Brahms tuning on it, not only with changing strings, but you can tune this third string half step lower in F sharp, and these 8 strings in E, drop to E. And then you put a capo, you will need 2 capos actually, or to invent something else. And then you will have here you will have A tuning with 2 additional strings, a high A and low A Brahms guitar tuning. Of course, you will not get a Brahms guitar because Brahms guitar is a very special instrument. It is built in a special way, and it has fanned frets, multi-scale, and so on. But you can feel the tuning a little bit because it's very interesting. It's another high string here and low string here. Of course, you can try different stuff like the one that George Van Epps uses, and John and Baca Pizzarelli, and Howard Alden, and what else? Yeah, Brazilian time, and Russian 7-string also possible. I did it actually without changing strings. You can drop it to F open, not to G, because Russian 7-string is G open. You drop it to F open. It's possible that you drop these strings and you raise half step here, and then you put a capo here or here, and you get a 7-string Russian 7-string guitar tuning. So you can try it. And the other thing you can try actually, if you tune to Brahms guitar, it's the same as Renaissance lute tuning. You will have only to adjust the basses. And actually, since I played Renaissance lute, I know the repertoire. You can play almost anything that is written even for many chorus lutes, like 9 chorus lutes. Even Zamboni, which is for 14 chorus lute, or archer lute, or lute arrabbiato. Of course, not everywhere, but you can find a way how to fret it. You can definitely play all the Dolan pieces, I think. A lot of early Baroque in France, which is in old tuning or transitional tunings and so on. What you cannot do is Baroque lute tuning, original, the way the Weiss use it. You will never do it with this. You need more strings, that's it. Of course, you can use it in standard guitar tuning, but you will have to make arrangements. So this is basically it. I don't know how to play chords on it, but it's also possible. But it's not for that, definitely. Okay, in a month I will try to do another review with more music, as I promised, but I don't know, I'm not sure yet.